Thank you very much, everyone. I think we can start now, and I welcome you back at our iSpring Solutions webinar series, where every week we talk about e-learning trends, share iSpring tips and tricks, and cover clients' cases. My name is Paulina. I'm the community manager at iSpring, and I will be the moderator for today's webinar, where we will be talking about the iSpring suite being supercharged with new features. And you are the lucky ones who will see among the first ones the new features of this upcoming update that's going to be released super soon. And to help me cover this topic and actually be our guest presenter today, I have invited my colleague from Customer Success Department, Pauline Igoshina. Hi, Pauline. Thanks a lot for tuning in. How are you doing today?
Hi, Paulina. Thank you so much for inviting me back for this webinar. I'm happy to present this upcoming update and answer your questions, guys.
Awesome. Perfect.
So, hi, everyone. My name is Pauline, and I'm a Customer Success Manager with iSpring, and I will be presenting for you today. We all know that the world has changed greatly during the 2020, and it's a high time for upgrades to keep up with the changing trends in the e-learning industry. So guys, today we are super excited to announce the upcoming release of iSpring Suite Max. It has all the great features from version 9, but it's charged with new tools to take your e-learning to the next level. And during today's webinar, we will see what new features iSpring Suite has to offer. So let's get started, and we will have a look at the agenda of today's webinar. And today we will give a brief overview of what features iSpring Suite Max has to build interactive e-learning courses. We will also show you how to collaborate with your team on the projects. We will demonstrate how to go online and build a microlearning course. We will introduce the advanced functionality for developers. And we will talk about how you can get the new version of iSpring Suite. Also, at the end of this webinar, we will have a Q&A session where we will cover the questions that you will have during today's webinar. So please be active and submit your questions in a chat box. Now, let's start with a short introduction of the iSpring Suite features that are available both in iSpring Suite 9 and now in iSpring Suite 10 too. So, if you're using an older version of iSpring Suite and wondering what makes the new one different, stay tuned. For each feature that I will cover next, we have a dedicated webinar that we'll be happy to share with you upon request. All right, I hope you're excited to learn more about the iSpring Suite features. And let's start with the thing that our clients love the most about iSpring Suite, is that it's based in PowerPoint, which means that you can create your content in a familiar interface of PowerPoint and then enhance it with interactive elements such as quizzes, videos, dialogue simulations, and more. Let's begin with the first interactive element, quizzes. iSpring Quiz Maker allows you to quickly build assessments using ready-to-go question templates. Multiple choice, true or false, essay, and my favorite, the drag and drop question. It gives you almost unlimited possibilities to create effective and pleasant looking assessments. And it's also super easy to use. You can set up custom scoring and evaluate learners' progress online. Let's move on to the next one, the iSpring Cam Pro. iSpring Cam Pro is another tool on the iSpring Suite panel that will allow you to easily record video lectures, how-to videos, software simulations, and other visual content that will motivate your learners to complete courses well before deadlines. Okay, then it goes iSpring Talkmaster. It will help you to train your sales reps and call center operators in a safe-to-fail environment. You can turn existing scripts into captivating role-play simulations. Simply choose a character and build the dialogue scenario in a super easy drag-and-drop editor. Next tool is the interactions. With interactions, you can give an overview of product components, visually present a complex marketing concept, or design an interactive catalog. Just select an appropriate template and insert your images and information. And what about adding audio or video narration to PowerPoint presentations? iSpring Suite can do that too. iSpring Narration Editor is super easy to use. The steps are simple. Just add an audio or video to the narration editor, and there you have your video lecture or narrated presentation. Synthesize the animations to your preference. Another important component of the e-learning course is the visual appearance. iSpring can help here too. These ready-to-go course templates and visual assets, you can build content faster than ever before. Content Library contains over 60,000 professional royalty-free assets available right in your iSprint suite. So you don't have to search for all of this online or bother a designer. Okay, I have covered all the iSprint Suite features that are available in iSprint Suite 9. For those of you who use previous versions, meaning the versions before iSprint Suite 9. And now I'm ready to move on to the most exciting part and tell you what new features they're added to the iSprint Suite Max, the features that you have requested and look forward to seeing in iSprint Suite. So let me take a quick moment to thank you all for making our product even better. Okay, now I'm excited to introduce the new features of iSpring Suite Max. Starting with iSpring Space. iSpring Space is an online service for collaborating on e-learning projects. To ensure that the project is perfect, before you upload it to your LMS or publish it on your website, just simply upload the draft to the iSprint Space so that other authors on your team can edit text, insert videos to slides, add visuals, and more. And no worries, I will show you how to use it in a couple of minutes after a brief overview of the other features. The iSprint Space is great for collaboration with your colleagues, but that's not it. With iSprint Space, you can share your projects to receive valuable feedback from a subject matter experts, meaning that instead of emailing them a separate copy of your project, you can just send them a link to the course in iSprint Space. Another way to use that is to share projects with your stakeholders to get an approval. They don't have to own iSprint Suite or have an iSprint account. All that is required is a browser and an internet connection. Now, you know how sometimes you can't do anything away from your work computer because we have all your work files, docs, etc. Well, with the new tool, iSpring Page, it's not longer a problem. You can still build and edit a course on any other laptop or desktop right in the browser. Just sign in to the iSprint Space and create content using our new cloud-based authoring tool, iSpring Page. You can build long-read articles with pictures, videos, and knowledge checks. And it's great for transferring your existing content into online format. Stay tuned and you'll see a short demo. And last but not the least, iSprint Suite Max will make the advanced users happy as well, because it includes the Open JavaScript API, which previously was part of a special package for developers only. Here are some examples of what you can use the JavaScript API for. You can customize iSpring Player, like add in buttons and actions over slides, or even build your own player. JavaScript API allows you to track learners' progress with precision. It can report your system how many slides you viewed, at each slide a learner stopped, the scores for a specific question group, and much more. This option can be helpful if you deliver courses in a custom LMS that doesn't support standard e-learning formats and you need to monitor learners' progress and performance. I will close my presentation. Just give me a second. And I will close the PowerPoint app and to start working with the iSprint Suite Max, I will need to double click on the iSpring Suite shortcut on the desktop. So let me do that. And a quick start menu will open. And what do we see here? On the left side, we can find features that normally have in iSpring Suite. So there are quizzes, simulations, screencasts, interactions, and books. And at the bottom of the menu, you can find new features that I covered briefly, the iSpring page, and also the online quizzes, the update that will be coming very soon. So in the next update. Now I will start a new project. To start a new project, you can click on Create. And if you already have a PowerPoint presentation that you're working on, you can simply browse on your computer and select the presentation that you're working this. So I'll do that and click on Open. Now, the PowerPoint app will open automatically. And here I have my PowerPoint presentation that I prepared in advance. So let me show you the iSpring Suite 10. You can see the tools that are available in the iSpring Suite Max tab. Starting from the left side, we have audio and video narration, quizzes, interactions, dialogue simulations, screen recordings, the content library with characters and templates, some slide properties and presentation resources, and of course, the preview and publishing options. We are not going to spend time building a PowerPoint presentation. I have already prepared one in advance and including a couple of interactive elements like quizzes and interactions. So let's just go ahead and publish my course to demo the collaboration features we just covered. And to do that, I will go to the publishing and hit the button right here. In addition to standard iSpring Suite options that you're already familiar with, like My Computer, iSpring Cloud, iSpring Learn LMS, the YouTube, you have a new tab called iSpring Space, which appears right there under the My Computer option. And I already logged in into my iSpring Space account to save time, but it's very easy to use. You have your account name, the login, and the password. That's it. So now I will just publish my course. And it'll take a few seconds because we have a couple of interactive slides. While we're waiting for that to upload, you can just let us know if you have any questions or what do you think about the iSpring Space feature. Okay, perfect. It looks like our presentation is now uploaded to the iSpring Space. And all I have to do now is click on Manage Content. And what will happen afterwards? We will have our iSpring Space account open right in the browser. As you can see, I have here presentations and a couple of interactive pages uploaded already. Now I want to preview my course and generate a shareable link. Let's say I want to collaborate with my colleagues on a project that I have just published. In this case, I will need to click on the course itself. So let's choose this one. And now you can preview the course to see how it will look for your end users, for your learners, or for your colleagues. And as you would do in the iSpring Suite, you can also preview how it will look on different devices like desktop, tablet, and phone. Now, to actually share the content with your colleagues, you need to click on the share button and it will generate a special link. I'm actually going to copy this link and share it with you in the chat right now so you can see how it will look from the user point of view as well. We covered how you can easily preview and share your course in the iSpring Space. And the next step would be to create some new content using the iSpring Page tool. And it will allow you to build interactive articles right in the browser. So let's talk about that in more detail and actually build a page or an online article together. As an
Pauline,
example, yes?
sorry for interrupting, but it says that we do not have access to this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let
page.
me let me fix that for you. So I think what I had to do is to make this link public. So
Okay, perfect. It works now. Thank you very much.
awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know that. So as you can see, we're still discovering these new features, and there are some things that even us experts has to get used to. Now I'm going back to the space and we'll start creating the page article. As an example, I will be using the same compliance course about the fire safety. So to start building an article like this, I would need to open the editor. And to do that, I will click on Create and select Page. Here, you can actually set up the article, and I will be using a Word document for that. As you can see, it doesn't look that great. So with the iSpring page, we will be able to turn it into a nice looking online-based course. I will start by adding my course topic or my my article name, and I will also add a cover image. And to do that, I already prepared a resource folder in advance. So I will just select my image and click on Open. And afterwards, you can also set up your preferences for the cover. For example, change an overlay color or the contrast. I'll make it a bit darker to make sure that the text stands out. Now I will click on Done to save the changes. And I will copy and paste a very brief description of what we will be covering in this article. Now I will add chapters to my article. We will have 3 chapters first, and I will start by copying my chapter 1 name and adding a text. So as you can see, text is okay, but we still want to make some changes. And in iSpring page, it's very easy to do. All you have to do is select the text, and then the menu will pop up. Here you can change the style of your text, or make it a quote, or create a bullet list or the ordered list. In my case, I will change this first sentence to quote to keep an to emphasize it, and also change my list here to a bulleted list. That looks almost perfect, but I actually want to emphasize my statement. This is a YouTube video, and it's very easy to add a YouTube video to iSpring page. All you have to do is click on Enter, and then the plus sign will appear. Now here in the menu, you can select within the list, image, video, embedded code, statement, and exercise. In my case, I will select video and copy and paste my YouTube link. Now for the video, you can also adjust the size and the location of it. In my case, I will leave it as it is, but you can play around with the options to see which one matches your style better. Now for my next chapter, I'm going to repeat the same steps. So we have chapter 2, this is step 2, copy and paste my text. Once again, I'm going to select the first sentence and make it quote. And for this chapter, we actually have a course of action, so the step-by-step plan. So the ordered list will work better. Okay, looks great. Now let's add chapter number 3. So my step 3, take measures. And I will add a short but very important action. Now I want to add an image to this chapter. To do that, I'm going to click Enter. Once again, the plus sign will appear, and this time I'm going to select an image from my resource folder. So step 3. Okay, I think my article is almost ready, but I also want to add a short knowledge check at the end. And to do that, I will add another chapter. And this time on the plus sign, I will select an exercise option. Now we will have a question for each of the steps that we just covered. So let's copy and paste the step 1 and possible answer options. So 1, 2, and 3. By the way, you can add as many as needed. And in our case, the correct answer is the first one, so we will just leave it as it is. Now I will add a couple of more questions. And for the question 2, we will cover the step 2 again and add my answer options. So when you have your Word document prepared, it's very easy to create an article like that. As you can see, just copying and pasting, and that's it. Now I have my correct answer right here. And lastly, step 3. And I will repeat the same process here. Okay, perfect. Our exercise is done. You can actually change some settings for this, but I will just leave it as it is and click on done. Now we can preview the article, but before I do that, I can actually change the settings for the page. And here you can select a color scheme and the font. In my case, the red one will match the topic better because we're talking about the fire safety. And also in the navigation, you can change if you want to allow user to move through the article freely, or if you want to restrict the navigation. I'll just leave it as it is. And now I'm going to preview the article that they got. So as you can see, we have our fire safety topic, and I can scroll through the pages here. I'll click on them on the left panel, and they have our short knowledge check at the end. So let's select one of the answers. Okay, that's correct. And perfect. We finished our short article, and now you can also share it with your colleagues the same way as you would do for the iSpring Suite course. So let me do that again. I will copy a link to this page and share it with you in the chat. And another thing about iSpring page is that you can actually publish your content to the LMS. If you're using iSpring Learn LMS or any other one, you can export your page to the SCORM or XAPI format, and then you can also set up completion settings. Now, after we covered the iSpring page, we finished with an overview of iSpring Suite Max tool and a cloud space that comes with it. And now it's the time to get into the advanced functionality for developers. Let me show you where you can find the help docs on this. So first you will need to go to a folder. There your iSpring Suite will be installed. In my case, it will be in this disk C. So just give me a moment to find that. Okay, now I have my disk C here and the iSpring Suite. Sorry about that. And here I will need to go to the folder named Player SDK. Here you will find documentation on the scripts that you can use. So I'll click on the documentation and select one of the options there. So basically, you will have this document library that you can use to work with the iSpring JavaScript API. So this functionality is for advanced developers. And if you're one of those, it will be very helpful. Now, I will also show you some of the samples of what you can create with the JavaScript API. In the HTML samples folder, you will find a couple of customized players. So I'm opening this one. As you can see, this presentation has a custom player at the bottom. And if you're a developer, you will have wide possibilities to customize it even further or create your own unique course player. Okay, guys, that's it for the iSpring Suite Max features. And are you ready to upgrade to the new version? So let me just go back to our presentation. So guys, what do you think about this new version of the iSpring Suite Max? Please let us know if you have any questions in the chat box. For the next one, I see that they have quite a few questions coming, and we will be covering them very shortly. Now, I will talk about how you can get your own copy of the iSpring Suite Max. iSpring Suite Max costs 970 US dollars per year per content creator. The package includes all the features of iSpring Suite, the and iSpring Suite page, and iSpring Space. In addition to that, you will get full technical support via phone, chat, and email, as well as any upcoming updates for your software. And I have a great news for those of you who already purchased iSpring Suite Full Service subscription. You'll get your upgrade to iSpring Suite Max absolutely free as soon as it comes out. Those of you who work with older versions of iSpring Suite and are interested in getting the upgraded to iSpring Suite Max, please leave your email in the chat box. No worries, only organizers will see it. And we will contact you after the webinar to provide more information on upgrade options. You can also send an email to sales@ispring.com, and our sales reps will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, guys, that was an intense webinar, and today we covered a lot of things. We looked at what is new in iSpring Suite Max and what can be found in the desktop and online parts of the tool. We looked at how you can create courses right in the browser and share them with your colleagues. I hope that now you have a better idea of why upgrading to the iSpring Suite Max is a great step to enhance an e-learning experience for both you and your learners. Do you still have any questions that we didn't cover during this webinar? Leave them in the chat box and we will cover them during the Q&A that will start right now.
Okay, perfect. Helly is asking, how do we verify if we are eligible for the free upgrade or if we need to purchase it?
Sure. Halle, if you would like to see if you're eligible for the upgrade, you can always contact us directly at the email address I showed you earlier. And also, if you have the iSpring Suite Max, iSpring Suite Full Service package, sorry, and it's a subscription package, then you should receive this upgrade automatically. But if you're not sure, just send us a quick email and we will be glad to provide more information on the upgrade options specifically for you.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And another question, once Suite Max comes out and becomes available, are users still able to continue using Suite 9 if they want to?
So if the user prefer to use the iSpring Suite 9, that's totally possible. And basically, if you're using just the desktop version of the tool, you can do that as well with the iSpring Suite 10. You will have all the same feature as you've seen before, the quizzes, the interactions, the dialogue simulations. So if you prefer to stay with just those tools, that's totally fine.
Awesome. Thank you so much for covering that. And William is asking, if you have a project stored in a cloud platform and a client wants to make a change and the designer isn't near their computer, can you copy the project files to space and work on the course in this remote space?
William, that's a great question. They are actually working on adding this feature in the upcoming updates. So first, you will just have the space to store your published projects, but then in the next update, you will have this additional functionalities to store the project files or allow the users to comment on them.
Thank you so much. Let's see what other questions we have. So, David's question, can you explain how to get the upgrade, download, or is an option available in the current version to upgrade?
So, David, the upgrade is not released yet. It's coming very soon. And as soon as it will be released, you will have this update feature in the iSpring suite itself. And typically, how it would work the same way as it used to before. You click on update, and it will allow you to download the latest version of the iSpring suite, including the instructions on how to activate your new iSpring space and page subscriptions.
Awesome. Thank you so much for covering that, Pauline. All right. Well, I would like to address this question from Dean. So, Pauline, um, could you please explain one more time? The iSpring space is really just the ability to create a shared link, or is there more to it?
Dean, that's an interesting question. And it's definitely one of the features of iSpring Space to create this shareable link. But what it also allows you to do, it allows you to preview the content in the browser and share it online. So before you publish it to your LMS, you can ensure that your colleagues have seen it and that the course is fully playable and fully interactive. And once again, then they release some in the next updates when we release additional features for comments and for like uploading the project files, it will get you this extra functionality to actually change the content before you release it to your end users and learners.
Perfect. And Haley is asking, do they have to be authors or can they just review the course content?
Ale, that's also a nice question. And actually, in the iSpring space, you can assign roles to users. So you will be able to assign them role of an author. In which case, you will have full access to the tool and to the iSpring space and page capabilities. If you just let them be like a user, they will be able to review the courses, or as you just did, receive a link and see the courses that you have created, but they won't be able to edit or change the content in your actual iSprint space. So yeah, that's totally possible.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So let's cover this last question and maybe wrap up our short and sweet session about iSpring Max. So Bud is asking, if you make someone else an author, do you have to worry about additional licenses?
So, but if you have multiple offers or multiple people working on the content, you can get a multi-seat license, in which case you will be able to assign these offering rights to different users. And this iSprint Suite Max, it will be much easier than it used to be with the iSprint Suite 9. So you will have everything in one account and you will be able to manage the access rights for these additional users and offers. That will be available for those of you who will have the multi-user subscriptions or who had multi-user subscriptions, and then they release this update will have instructions on how to add those offers and how to use these additional license seats.
Okay, thank you very much, Pauline. Okay, at this point, I think we are ready to wrap up our session. Again, thank you very much for coming today. Keep an eye on the mailing from iSpring in order to receive more news about the update coming up. All right, thanks, Pauline, for this wonderful presentation. Thanks to you, Anna and Max, for covering the questions. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you at the next webinar. Bye, everybody, and bye, Pauline.
Thank you so much, Felina. Bye, everyone.